In that amazing direct that Nintendo dropped earlier this week, one announcement had us shocked, and that was Nintendo Switch Sports. So today, Mac broke down the trailer and talked about all sports that are returning, new ones, and even some predictions. So if you enjoy content like this, be sure to click that sub button and turn on that notification bell so that you don't miss a segment.
This is a crazy announcement. So let's get started and talk about the returning sports that will be coming to Nintendo Switch Sports. Obviously, bowling, the flagship game of Wii Sports, or the sports genre, the sports franchise as we should call it now. I think it's the only game to actually come back to each game. That's kind of a big deal. Bowling, it had to be here. Like, if it wasn't here, people would be rioting. The next sport was tennis, which coming back from Wii Sports wasn't in Wii Sports Resort and it was in Wii Sports Club, but nobody cares about Wii Sports Club. So Chambara, or basically the sword play game in the big tower, the platform where you whack each other and try and knock them off the platform. That was probably one of my most played in Wii Sports Resort, so 100%. Definitely love to see that one come back. The next one up is actually a new sport. So those are the only 3 returning sports coming back to Nintendo Switch Sports. A new game, volleyball. I don't know how to feel about this one. I'm excited for it, but it's also like, I don't know. What do you feel?
I love volleyball. Just personally.
Oh, you played volleyball.
I played in high school. It's fun. You know, nothing feels better than getting a nasty blocker at 6 spike. So, I'm excited to see how they translate it over.
The next one up is something that I'm not sure how to feel about. Badminton. It's kind of weird. Like, it's not a super huge sport, and we already have tennis in Switch Sports. I don't know. It could be more fun than tennis, but it's kind of weird addition when we already have tennis in Switch Sports. We have tennis, volleyball, and badminton. Very similar sports when you think about it. They're all games where you try and hit it to the other side of a net. 3 of the 6 games at the at the launch of Switch Sports are all games that are you hit over a net and try and land on the other side and hit the ground, which I think is kind of odd. I'm glad we're getting new games, but to have half the game roster be these net games, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Moving on, one that I'm actually super excited for is soccer. I'm not really sure how the gameplay is going to be, because there's going to be the leg accessory coming soon, but that update doesn't happen until late July or late summer. Starting off, you're just gonna be playing with the Joy-Cons, which I don't know. I feel like that's weird. Like, you're running and then to dive. It's not going to feel super natural when most Wii Sports games, they're very natural. Like baseball, you're swinging the Wiimote, or in this tennis, you're whacking the ball. It's not going to feel super natural, which I think could be a problem with soccer. Spacco Square is the new place that Nintendo Switch Sports is going to be taking place. And I know you're talking about Woohoo Island. I would have liked to see Woohoo Island come back, but I'm okay with the change. I think, it's a sports complex. I think it's all right. We'll see how it comes on when it comes out. I'm not super upset about it. Speaking of that, Mii's, are they or are they not coming back? That was the question when we were watching it. When we were watching the trailer for the first time, I was freaking out. Oh my God, Switch Sports just came out. And then I saw these avatars. I'm like, oh no, they screwed it up. If you go to the next slide, you'll actually see that Mii's are in the game. You can choose which avatar it is. They haven't given any clarification as to if just the player characters are the Mii's, if the CPUs are just those new avatars. They haven't given any information on that. I'm pretty sure you can play as the new avatars, because why would they advertise them if you can't? As you can see, just wanted to bring this up. You can play online, which I think is a big aspect to this. If it wasn't there, people would be outraging, and Nintendo usually isn't the one to be proactive and have online at the start. We can see by Super Mario Party.
Oh yeah.
Next up is the challenges, which this one was the only one they showed off, but they spoke about one later in the trailer. This one's survival bowling, which you're surviving to the end. They didn't really give an explanation of how it actually works. I think just adding new challenges, new different things to play besides the base games, the base sports, I think is huge to this being a success. Then next, the leg strap accessory. That'll only be coming out on the physical version of Switch Sports, while there is going to be a digital version. That one won't have the leg strap because, It's a digital version. That update will be coming later in the summer of 2022, so you actually won't be able to use it at the beginning of the launch, which is
weird.
very, very weird.
The digital version obviously does not come with the leg strap, which by the way is the same one from Ring Fit Adventure. So if you have that, you have the strap, no need to buy physical. Because of that, the digital version is actually $40, $40 US.
Oh, that's actually huge. Golf will actually be coming as DLC in a future update this fall. I think this is huge. They're adding DLC sports to Switch Sports throughout the lifespan. Like, hopefully it isn't just golf.
Yeah, I think we could probably see like basketball and American football, you know, maybe later on in another update. That would be super sick.
Something that is interesting is on the like main menu area, which is an overview of the town. Each sport is on a different section of the town. So like the soccer option is right above the soccer pitch. Tennis is right above the tennis courts. There is a spot at the bottom where there are a bunch of docks, including boats. Not trying to be a conspiracy theorist or anything, but there was wave racing and stuff like that in Wii Sports Resort. If they were to add that in, they already have the menu spot built in right there.
After that, we have an online play test February 18th through the 20th, where you can actually go and play bowling, chambara, and tennis. I'm not going to be in town, unfortunately, but hopefully all you guys have fun.
Specify you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not going to be in town. I hope everybody enjoys this. I think it'll be super fun for everybody. You know, we get to play the game early, so good for them. Or good for everybody.
We get to play the game early. Yeah.
So, April 29th, 2022. That's pretty soon. What do you guys think about everything Nintendo Switch Sports?
I'd say this is the game that I am the most cautiously optimistic about out of all the like big ones shown off. I think, you know, Mario Strikers Battle League looks so cool. Kirby, amazing. Mario Kart 8, like we pretty much know what we're getting with that DLC. Sports, this could go one of two ways. It could end up being really, really cool and a great kind of innovation on top of the sports brand, or it could just kind of feel like a rehash that is not worth the money. I am hoping, obviously, it's the former. Don't know for sure yet. Definitely gonna wait probably for reviews on this one, which is a little bit weird to say because it's literally a sequel to one of my favorite games of all time. But overall, I am really excited. I just want to make sure that there's enough content here to justify, even though it's a $40 purchase.
I'm super excited for this too. I totally share your excitement, Mac. And hey, we have been blessed so far this year, so can't wait for more.